Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor. For those of you who may have never been here before, welcome, nice to see you. In today's video, we're going to be going over a bunch of stuff that happened in the Sims 4 community in 2020. Now I know this video is a little bit late, most 2020 recap videos happen a little bit earlier and in 2021, but I hurt my back, wasn't able to make this video over the break, which is what I wanted to do. So that sucks, but we're going to go over every single patch that happened in 2020 and all the packs we got and kind of just see the ways in which the game has improved or gotten worse in a few, maybe. Depends on who you ask. But if you do enjoy this video at any point throughout, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this because I love talking about The Sims and I love playing The Sims. So the very first thing that we got in 2020 was the Sims 4 Tiny Living stuff, which came with patch 91. This was released on January 16th, 2020, and the Sims 4 Tiny Living was released a little bit after that. They always do a patch right before a new pack because something changes. Something's always a little bit different. So some minor but exciting things that happened is that all beds could now be upgraded, which is so cool because it's nice to be able to buy a less expensive bed and just kind of use your handiness skill, make it a little bit better so that you can have the vibes you want and not just have that same super expensive, the Princess Cordelia bed every single time just because it has the best stats. It's nice to be able to upgrade them. We also got all of those books, like the little stacks of books that were previously just decorative being turned into like actual functional books, which is really, really cool. And we also got a bunch of slots added to a bunch of accent tables so you could put televisions on them, which was awesome for Tiny Living. Of course, Tiny Living is probably my favorite stuff pack. Honestly, it looks like it's going to be rivaled by this paranormal pack that's coming out because it looks really cool. But Tiny Living was awesome and it was a great time for the community because tiny home challenges were extremely popular. So Tiny Living went over really well. Big fan of Tiny Living. The furniture's gorgeous, clothes are gorgeous. Everyone knows that I love Tiny Living. The next patch that we got was patch number 92. This was released on February 4th, 2020, and this was for The Sims 20th anniversary, and it was genuinely disappointing. The fact that The Sims was released on February 4th, 2000, you think that they would kind of celebrate the 20th anniversary of a game. Games don't last 20 years for the most part, so that's a really big deal. But we didn't get much or anything that we wanted. A lot of people expected to get maybe some nostalgic items like a vibrating heart bed or a heart-shaped hot tub. We got a hot tub. Essentially, with the 20th anniversary patch, they kind of just made Perfect Patio stuff useless because it was the only pack where you could get hot tubs, and they added a bunch of new music. Genuinely, I'm very disappointed in this patch. I was really hoping for some cooler stuff, but it is really cool that The Sims will soon be 21 years old enough to drink in the States. Been old enough to drink for a few years now in Canada. The next exciting patch, I'm not going to go over the ones that are just fixes and updates and bug fixes and all that. We're going to talk about the exciting things that came to the game. So the 95th update for The Sims 4 was released on June 3rd, 2020, and this was, of course, for The Sims 4 Eco Lifestyle right before that was released. Now, Eco Lifestyle was a really, really controversial pack this year. It was kind of crazy, like, how much people were upset about this, when honestly the entire Eco Lifestyle system is pretty cool and it's really fun to play with. I find myself using a lot of the Eco Lifestyle furniture a ton. The Eco Lifestyle cast items are really good. The world is fun. The characters in the world are all really fun. And honestly, a lot of the fabrication and candle making and juice fizzing and the whole nap system can really add to some gameplay if you want it to. Like if you use it to its full potential, you can definitely have a lot of fun with it. But some of the cool things that they added and updated in the base game for this was the inventory updates where you can now sort things, which was chef's kiss because inventory before this was so hard to figure out and keep organized if you had a lot of items, especially if you're playing rags to riches. That was crazy. Unfortunately, this patch also brought to us the new MAC makeup update that we got that also resulted in the recent MAC eyeshadow palette that shouldn't have been released. Is that shady? Probably, but it shouldn't have been made. This patch also brought firefighters, that was very, very exciting, and repo men back to the game, two beloved NPCs as the patch notes state. I was really excited to see firefighters come back to the game, especially when they do their weird little dance. I enjoy that quite a bit, and if you don't pay your bills, the repo men will now come to get you. We really, 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 really like that. This is also when we actually got the free placement of doors and windows where you can alt place doors and windows back and forth. However, the ability to stack them more than one on one tile for windows was not added until Journey to Batu. We also got ladders in this update, which was something we've been waiting for so long. So it was the little things, the little things are very exciting. In this, we also got all of the bills updated, so it actually has your things segmented. Honestly, Eco Lifestyle came with a lot of updates right before. That's really cool. I guess at the time of the pack being released, I didn't realize how intense this was. So they added a breakdown of all of the bills so you can see what your water bill is and all of the little things and all of the like rebates and taxes, and like it was just so cool. Honestly, I love clicking on bills information on my mailbox and just seeing all that stuff. I find it really, really fun, and it just adds a little bit of realism that I really enjoy. They also added the ability to click on the doors and have the no trespassing, so you can disallow vampires if you have the Sims 4 vampires, which is just, Vlad, get out of my house, never come back. You can also disallow visitors and all of that, which is really cool if you just want to like live kind of off the grid by yourself. That was incredible. They also added the send home interaction, which I didn't realize how much I would use that when it came out. I click on any sim that's in my house, I'm just like, go away, send home, I'm sick of you, get out of here. I can't even deal with it, I can't. They also added a bunch of stuff to add to the off-the-grid system from Island Living, which was really awesome, and it makes it a little bit more fun to play. It's just good. And something that a lot of people hated was the, do you want free earbuds? First of all, the earbuds from Sims 4 Fitness Stuff are incredible and one of my favorite items. If you watch this channel, you know that. However, they made it so that they're less invasive and you just kind of get them instead of someone calling you and being like, hey, do you want these? And you having to deal with the pop-up. You kind of just get them for free, which is pretty cool. So there were a ton of really good updates in this patch for the Sims 4 Eco Lifestyle, and I was so excited to see it. The next update where we got real interesting things was patch 99, which was released right before the Sims 4 Nifty Knitting, and this was on July 23rd, 2020, just a few days after my birthday. Thank you, Sims. So the things that we got in this was justice for cow plants and the ability to name your cow plants thanks to Kayla. This is something just really simple where you can just give your cow plant a name. They can be members of your family, you know, they're not part of your household, that's not what I'm saying, but you know, you want to name them, they're your pets. We also got the, what is it called? The subtle saucer light in a smaller version, which I now use all the time, but still size down because I'm chaotic like that. And it's one of the best lights in the game, and they reduced the price on that light. So like sometimes they do listen to the stupid things that we want. Like we have a light this big, but let's make it this big. Why? The next patch was patch 101, and this one was released for the Sims 4 Journey to Batu. We're not going to talk about her. We're gonna act like she doesn't exist. But in this patch, we got a couple cool things, you know? We got the ability to elope for weddings to destination worlds. You could go to Salvadorada, you could elope to Batu, I guess, if you want to, or Granite Falls, any of those places. That, I must say, is a pretty cool thing. And of course, we also got the ability to stack windows. That was awesome. I'm now realizing I didn't talk at all about Nifty Knitting. We got our second community voted stuff pack in the summer of 2020, which was really cool. I really like Nifty Knitting. I like the whole Plopsy feature in Nifty Knitting. I like the colorful aspect of all of the furniture and everything in Nifty Knitting. I think that it was a really fun and really well-made pack, and I know that Sim Guru Connor had a lot of fun making it, so I like to see people be happy with their jobs and enjoy themselves. So Nifty Knitting, she's a win in my book, I would say, overall. The next thing we actually got for Hispanic Heritage Month, which was a surprise to all of us, they just said, oh, we're doing a live stream, and then they gave us a bunch of free stuff, which was really cool. We got like a grill, some new clothes, just a bunch of like little things that were really cool, a couple new tattoos. I love when The Sims gives us updates that are a little bit more inclusive and works for different types of people, and it's not just like a white American experience. So patch 103 was released on November 10th, 2020 for The Sims 4 Snowy Escapes release. Some cool things that we got were the ability to vacation in any world, so your Sims could live in Willow Creek but have a vacation in Mount Komorebi if they wanted to, or Strangerville if that's something that you're into. I don't know why you would be, but you might be. We also got platforms, which were a really cool new build feature that you can make go up and down, and like you can make like age-gated rooms where only toddlers can walk up there because the ceiling's too low for the adults, and that's fun. I like that. I'm a big fan of platforms, even though I haven't used them very much because I'm a terrible builder. With this, we also got more half walls, so you can kind of segment off your platforms in a more interesting way. And then we got some cool stuff added to the actual system of the game. So we got sentiments, which are a really cool new feature where it would kind of have like an impact on your Sims relationships. So it'd be like, if you cheat on your wife, they're going to be angry. Like a little bit more emotion and things, you know, long-term sentiments, really cool. We also got Sim profiles where you can click and see everything you know about those Sims and any sentiments you might have with them, which is awesome. And of course, we got some other small things like some new music, a pair of slippers for toddlers to wear because of in Snowy Escape, the new like don't wear shoes thing. It's honestly just overall pretty cool. The patch that was the most anticipated and most important of 2020 was definitely patch 105 on December 7th, 2020. This patch fixed the skin tones issues, except on console they are still not good. There's something wrong with them on console. I'm so sorry to console players, a lot of them still look terrible, but based on what I've seen, they're working on it, but I really hope that they are actually working on it. But we did get a bunch of skin tone updates where you can now have different undertones, which is awesome because undertones make skin tones look completely different, which is very, 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 very important in a game with a life simulation. I feel like I'm going crazy sometimes when I'm talking about this stuff. We also got some new makeup sliders and opacity sliders. The makeup stuff is so cool. The skin tones are so cool. And we also got some updates to some hairs in the game. They made them just, had some baby hairs, made them look more realistic and a little bit less ugly. And of course, we also got The Sims 4 Snowy Escape. And I'm going to do a whole video on my overall thoughts on Snowy Escape after having it for 2 months. They're not as good as I thought they would be, but we're going to talk about that very, very soon. But yeah, I really, looking back at 2020, I'm like, it doesn't feel like the game changed that much when you just think about it like that. But if you actually think about all the things we got, like we got the ability to upgrade beds, we got the whole new system for bills, we got firefighters, we got repo men, we got like alt placing windows and doors, which is so cool. And of course we got the skin tone update that everyone has been literally begging EA for years. So it is really exciting to see all of this stuff finally here and just to look back on it. I also really want to talk about for just like a minute or two about like the future of The Sims 4 and some things that I hope that they patch into the game this year, because patches are really important to keep a game alive and to keep people coming back. Because if someone just has the base game, like new content's not going to make them interested. They want to see new patches to make the game more interesting for them. Some things I really want to see, free the babies would be one of them, 100%. I also really want to see cars in the game this year, please. I'd love to see the entire emotion system kind of revamped. I am interested because they are adding a new scared emotion with the Sims 4 Paranormal Stuff pack that's coming out on the 26th of January. So that'll be really interesting to see. I don't really know what that's going to look like, but I'm pretty excited to see my Sims be scared because that's fun. Like, you don't just want to be tense, like you want to be terrified. Like, that's awesome. I want to be scared. Even though I hate being scared. The creepy doll, I can't deal. But I really want to see the emotion system revamped. I'd love to see them keep updating whims. I really want more whims in the game. I find that whims really do like guide gameplay, but they just kind of suck right now. But those are just some things that I really hope get fixed in 2021. I don't want The Sims 5 yet. I think 2022, like the end of 2022, would be kind of where I'm feeling Sims 5. I'm not ready. I don't think that The Sims 4 is done yet. I don't think that I'm ready. I don't think that a lot of people who've bought a lot of the packs are ready for The Sims 4's lifespan to be over. And I just really want to see this game be the best that it can be in, I don't know. I don't want it to suck. But yeah, guys, those are all the things that happened in 2020 for The Sims 4. I really wish that they would have done something for the 20th anniversary because it was such a big deal. And I'm pretty sure that they just kind of ignored the fact that it was the Sims 4's 6th birthday as well in September. I don't think they did anything for that. And I think it was because of all like the Batu backlash at the time. I just think they kind of ignored it, and I think that's fascinating. But anyway, that's everything that happened in 2020 with The Sims 4. If you enjoyed this video or enjoy any of my content, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure that you're subscribed and hit the bell notification thing. Apparently that's something I'm supposed to say. I don't know what I'm doing. But if you hit that, you'll be notified anytime I post a video. If you're not already subscribed, please be sure to do that. I would love to have you join. I really hope you guys are having an awesome day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.